everyone. I'm Saurav Kumar, founder and CEO of Euler Motors. Thank you to Blume team for having me here. So today I'm going to talk about future of transportation. But before I talk about future of transportation, I want to take a couple of minutes talk about the last couple of decades that has gone by. So 1900s, you had like human-powered vehicles. We had horse carriages taking you from one place to another. 1920s, we got the coal-powered steam engines that transformed the railways. We had curiosity about space. 1960s, you had the internal combustion engines, your petrol and diesel vehicle transforming your automobiles. You had jet engine bringing the dawn of commercial aviation. You have rocket that put man into space. And today when we are talking about, you have electric vehicles, you have rockets that can fly and come back and pushing the boundaries of space, and more and more efficient, I would say, your planes that are better than. But from here, when I'm thinking about predicting about future, I thought, the way we build our EVs, we think about some of the first principles. And similarly here, when Blume team had asked how the future of transportation will look like. So I said, let's start thinking about some of the first principles on how we have arrived here. And one of the things was, so we came with 7, but every form of transport requires some form of energy. So whether you had like these trains where coal was burning to run the steam engine, you had diesel fossil fuels running your internal combustion engine that powered your buses or the cars. You had nuclear engine, nuclear fuels or running in fission reactors. So that's one. The second is infrastructure. Around infrastructure, your transport also evolves. So from early days of Roman road transportation to your railways that gave you high-speed rails, to, if you're thinking about today, if you have a lot of charging stations around, your EV penetration will, for example, go faster. So you will see a lot of EVs. As third principle, like we wanted to go faster and faster. We wanted to reach new places faster. So you had people going from bikes to cars to rockets and pushing that boundary of speed and maybe one day getting to light travel. At the fourth principle, we saw that economics of adoption. So you had in the mass production bringing the automobiles to everybody. You had network effect of Ubers or Olas making cars ownership affordable. You're in EVs, for instance, your total cost of ownerships are better. So these cost of ownership, your financial ecosystem also changes transportation. Each type of transport has some impact on also environment. So for instance, EV in particularly are relatively safer than what internal combustion engine does in terms of carbon footprint. Over a period of time, you had electronics, so you had sensor, cameras that helped us understand engines, helped actually engines understand efficiency better. You have transistors and AI helping cars and machines think about environment better, so they are able to decide better route efficiency, they are able to avoid accidents. And we always wanted to look to the stars, go out and explore, and that gave you thinking about like these rockets from manned missions. And when you combine all of these and you think about future, so there are a few things that I think that are going to happen. One, I think in nuclear energy and sustainable nuclear fusion is something very, very interesting that I think about a lot. Magnetic levitation is very, very one energy source that I think is sustainable and going to be important. Your ion drives are something for space is going to be very important. We are definitely going to find new elements. I think in the last couple of years, we have been looking at some of them. Some of them are radioactive, not very stable, but we do feel that newer elements will give you newer energy sources. I think traveling at Mach 5 to 10 is going to be possible. So going from here to Dubai in like maybe 10 to 20 minutes, going to US in like 2 hours, I think some of that is going to be possible. You already have jets in military happening today. So some of that will happen. This is something very interesting. Your populations are increasing. We have to think about mass transportation and inefficient. So I think 500 to 1,000 kilometers per hour maglev trains to your trains going in ports where there is no air, that will happen. Uh, your, I think we're definitely going to put man on space, on Moon and Mars. Space tourism is going to happen, and we're going to have this ion propulsion drive that will put satellites into space and more further, so that you will understand about galaxies better. Definitely, we are not advertising EVs, but I think EVs, I mean, we have one planet. We have to make sure that it's sustainable for us to live in. So EVs, we think, will be there in choppers. You will have like eVTOLs. You would have hydrogen trucks, some larger trucks in those transportation space. I think more than these, there will be impact on also how we think about our cities. You will have like, I mean, we already have like cars going on, let's just say on the ground level. You will have hyperloops kind of vacuum tube going below. You will have like corridors for UAVs also flying like the way you have metros today, 1 or 2 story up, maybe 5, 10 stories up, you will have these also. So I think we need to invest also in better city planning, designing, while engineering is when we need investors, and some of you are already doing great job, I think, of investing in some of these bold ideas over here. But I think more than future of transport, whenever I think about future of humanity mostly. Thank you.